Well, I'm fighting Brian Bowles on May 25th at UFC 160. You know, a quick fight coming up, 10 weeks apart from my last fight. I got the call about a week after my Duran fight, and he asked me if I'm healthy, and I told him yes, I'm ready to go. And the name Brian Bowles came up, and that's an opponent that I think they'll make an exciting matchup and a good fight for me. And I want to fight the best guys in the world. I know that Brian Bowles is ranked number 8 in the UFC ranking system. This is a huge fight for me. I feel like that this is going to propel me. I've rejuvenated myself and reinvented myself as a 135-pound fighter, and I feel like that this takes me up into the top 10. I feel like after I beat Brian Bowles, I get a top 10 spot, and I only want to fight. I don't want to fight anybody less than number 8 after that. I just want to keep moving up the ladder. I feel like I'm able to reinvent myself at 135. And honestly, I feel like this is the weight class that I need to be at to be the champion. The first time I fought at 135, it was the hardest thing I ever done was to make the weight. I'm back in Tucson now. I have a great support system around me, great training partners. Everybody's focused in on me, getting ready for this Brian Bowles fight. And same thing with my last fight. My second cut to 135, it was the easiest cut I've ever had. It was easier than cutting to 145. I mean, so the weight cut's going great, and you know, I'm right on schedule with the weight cut. I think Brian Bowles is a good fighter. He's good, he's well-rounded, he has heavy hands, great boxing, he has good finishing instincts, he has a good ground game. So I know I just said a lot of good things about him, but there's a lot of bad things about him too. He's a terrible wrestler. He's not as good looking as me. He doesn't have the type of training partners that I have. Like I said, he had to bring in a Micah Miller, one guy he had to bring in. Like I said, I've had 20 guys, you know, that are 5'7", heavy hands, that have a good ground game as well. So he's a good fighter, but he's not on my caliber. I have 25 fights. He has 12 fights. I'm a veteran in the game, and he's not going to be able to hang with me when I get in there. I know that he's coming off a long layoff, you know, due to injuries. But this guy's always getting hurt, you know? I don't know if he's like Humpty Dumpty who fell off the wall, but he's always getting hurt. He's always getting injured. But on the same sense, I can relate to it because I came off, you know, a pretty long layoff, almost a year layoff for my last fight. I think that he's going to have some ring rust that he's going to have to shake out. I think that, you know, he's going to have to reacclimate to being back in the octagon. But on the same sense, I expect the best Brian Bowles to show up always, just like I do every opponent. I think the main event, you know, it's always exciting to watch the heavyweights. So to watch the Velasquez, Bigfoot Silva too, I think it's going to be exciting. I think Bigfoot Silva is good, but I think Cain Velasquez is definitely the best heavyweight in the world. I really do. I think the only guy that can actually even give him a run for his money is Junior Dos Santos, and that's just the honest truth. I think that he'll finish Bigfoot Silva once again. I mean, probably second or third round. I don't see Bigfoot Silva being able to hang with Cain Velasquez, but with that being said, I don't see any heavyweight being able to hang with Cain Velasquez besides JDS. I couldn't be more grateful for all the help, all the fans, all the support I have here in Tucson. That's why I'm here in Tucson. I've done the Vegas thing. I've tried the big gyms. That's why I'm here back in Tucson. And, you know, I'm just very grateful for all the support I have, all the family support I have. You know, I thank everybody at Apex MMA, at Rise that helped me train. I mean, my family is very, very helpful. But last but not least, I'd like to thank the man that makes it all possible, and that's me, George Roop. I'm gonna have a lot more video updates for you guys, so tune in, see how the camp's going. Last 2 weeks of this weight cut training camp. We'll be in Vegas, you know, you get to see behind the scenes, you know, shots that you usually wouldn't be able to see, and you can see how, you know, we do it, and the road to kick Brian Bowles' ass.